Okay, so this is quiz 2, question 2 here. So this is a quadratic equation. Okay, so standard question that will always appear in the exam. Okay, very standard. Okay, so how do we do this? So information given, they have X pieces of cookies in a box. X cookies, one box, and the box is priced at $20. Okay, so now this is the famous cookies, and the other one also self X cookies. Okay, but with additional five cookies, additional 5 cookies, and the price is $24, and this is the wonder cookie. Okay, so now we are supposed to write down A part 1 and A part 2, the price for each cookie in terms of dollars. Okay, from the famous cookie. So X cookies is 20. So we want to find one cookies. Okay, so this $20. So one cookie, how much is that? Okay, so basically is 20 times 1 divided by X. So it's 20 over X in dollars. Okay, so quite straightforward. Second question, A part 2. Okay, for the wonder cookies, so it's X plus 5 cookies now. Okay, represent $24, and therefore one cookies I want to find how much is that. So once again, circle the 2 diagonal one. So it's 224 times 1 divided by X plus 5. That will give us 24 over X plus $5. Okay, so first 2 part, please make sure that you secure the marks. Okay, so part B is the one that usually will be harder. Okay, so now the information given is 40 cents. Which one is cheaper than which one? So this is wonder cookies is cheaper than famous. So that means to say that the wonder is lower value compared to famous. So we are supposed to write down an equation to represent this. Okay, so we always use the previous information given to form the equation. So the previous equation is, we can see that, okay, this is for the famous cookies and this is for the wonder cookies, so these two. Okay, so how do we form the equation? And of course the information given is 40 cents difference. So first thing is we need to convert, because if you look at the previous unit, right, it given is actually in dollars, but this over here, the 40 cents is in cent. So we need to convert 40 cents to dollars as well. So how do you convert? This will be actually 0.4 dollars. Then we can form the equation with the same unit. Okay, so this is wonder is let me just confirm again. Wonder is $24, 24 over X plus 5. This famous is 20 over X. Okay, so since wonder is the one that's smaller, so I need to plus the 40 cents, then that will give us the same, equals to the famous value. So 0.4 plus wonder is equals to famous. Okay, so this is one way you can form. Of course, you can use famous minus 0.4 give you the value of wonder. Okay, so once you form this equation, 0.4 plus 24, I'm going to rewrite this, okay, over 20 over X. So we need to just solve the algebra. Okay, so how do you solve it? A few ways. Okay, one way is you can make the whole of the 3 of them the same denominator. So if I would look at this, the denominator is 1, the denominator is X plus 5, the 1 is over here is X. So the common denominator will be X plus 5 times X. Okay, so this is the common denominator they can change to. So the first one, of course, since it's over 1, we need to times this, X plus 5, X. Then second over here is, because since we already have X plus 5 here, we just need to put times the X. And this one will be, since we already have X, so we just plus times the X plus 5. So in fact, by right, everyone should have a same denominator now. Everyone will have this X plus 5 times X, and this will be X times X plus 5. Okay, once they have all the same denominator, okay, technically you can just cancel them all together. Okay, when they have all the same denominator in the equation format. Okay, so therefore we can just focus on the top part. So if we multiply out, it looks like this: 0.4x squared plus 0.4 times 5 will be 2. Okay, it will be 2x squared. Sorry, 2x. Okay, then after that, the plus 24x equals to 20x plus 100. So basically I'm multiplying, expand the bracket. So for multiply. Okay, so once you got this, then we can simplify. So since this is 0.4, I don't want to have a decimal place, so I multiply by 5 throughout. So there's a number that you can multiply to get a nice number. So multiply by 5 throughout. So this one becomes 2x squared. Okay, this 2 is actually 26. So 26 times 5 will give you 130x. And this one times 5 will give you 100x. And this times 5 will give you 500. So then I will bring across this, so it will be 2x squared plus 130x minus 100x minus 500. And it will be 2x squared plus 30x minus 500 equals to 0. And we can reduce, divide by 2 equals to 0. So answer, this is shown. Okay, so yeah, so this is how we form the equation. Okay, so that's for part B. So part C, let's say for some reason you can't manage to solve part B, you cannot show, make sure you can secure this part C marks. Very important, 3 marks. And it's very easy to get, trust me, it's very easy as long as you follow the following part. Of course, first thing you need to know is you must remember the formula. Formula is x equals to it's minus b first, minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This formula you have to memorize and remember. And what we need to do next will be sub in the value. So in this case, the a value is 1, b is 15, c is minus 250. So we just sub in these 3 values, must show in the working. Minus 15 plus minus 15 square minus 4ac, which is minus 250 over 2a. And from here, after you press this, after we show the working here, right, we don't need to key in a calculator manually like this. We just go to mode 3 and 3. So go to mode 3 on the calculator. Okay, so on your calculator mode 3 you press already, then key in the value of a equals to 1, b equals to 15, c equals to minus 250. Okay, and the x equals to 10 or x equals to minus 25. So these 2 will be your answer. Do not reject. So I repeat again, do not reject any of the value, any of the solution yet. Okay, do not reject here, so leave this as your answer. Okay, so there will be 3 marks just for these few steps. Okay, and part D is the one that if there's a need to, then you reject that. So as we can see that x actually represent a number of cookies, correct? If you read the question, since x is number of cookies, so x cannot be negative. So therefore, when you want to submit the price for each piece of cookies from the Wonder cookies, it will be so the Wonder cookie is the second one, which is 24 over x plus 5. So Wonder, the price is 24 over x plus 5. So all you need to do is to sub in the value of 10. So it's 24 divided by 15. That should give us 24 divided by 15 will be $1.6. $1.60. Okay, so that will be the answer for question 2. Yes.